Okay, this next podcast should be a short one, really. And this podcast is all to do with interdependence, which is basically food chains and biomass pyramids. Whoop, there we go. I'll give you time to just write it down. Interdependence, food chains and biomass pyramids. So let's draw ourselves a simple food chain. You can make up your own if you want. I'll just go for the stereotypical one because I'm boring. Grass. Arrows always go which way the energy is flowing. So the energy from the grass will flow into the rabbit upon consumption when it eats it, and that will flow into the fox when the fox catches the rabbit. Now, this is a producer. Always starts with the producer. Every food chain starts with the producer. It gets its energy from the sun. It has the ability to make its own food. How's this going to get examined? You're probably likely to be given this, and maybe you'll get given some numbers here. Energy. So we'll say 1,000 joules of energy from the grass. The rabbit from 1,000 joules. The rabbit will pick up, let's say, 600 joules of energy, and then the rabbit 600 joules. Of that, 200 joules will get passed on to the fox. The common question then is, can you draw a pyramid of biomass for this feeding relationship? Yes, you can. It is very simple. And I'll use a ruler. It takes a bit more time, but let's do it properly if we're going to do it. Always looks the same, pyramid of biomass. The producer always. This is straight, my paper is twisting as I do it. See? Straight. Always starts at the bottom. So this is the grass. 1,000 joules. Now, of those 1,000, there's only 600 getting transferred. So same height, but a smaller rectangle on top. Now, if you have to draw this to scale, you can draw it to scale. But this is very rarely examiner asks you to do that. So rabbit, 600 joules. And lastly, the fox. $200 joules. That is our pyramid of biomass. Right then, so why are these two rectangles different? So the energy that the rabbit's got, these 600 joules, how come the fox only gets 200 joules of it? Well, because in the meantime, before the fox catches a rabbit, movement will take place. That needs energy. So a given amount of joules will be lost through movement. Also, heat. The rabbit will have to keep warm. It's going to use energy for heat. Next one. Waste. The rabbit will go to the toilet, and the fox won't be eating that waste, will it? Okay, so that has gone. Energy's gone there as well. Also, when the fox does catch the rabbit, he will leave some of its carcass, its bones. Okay? So movement, heat, waste and carcass. They are examples of ways of energy, and also respiration. That is stock and trade, really. You hire people may get asked to calculate the percentage of energy the fox gets from the rabbit. Calculate the percentage energy the fox gets from the rabbit. How do you do that? Well, firstly, you just need to know, right, I'm going to be working with 200 and 600. These are my two numbers, because the examiner's asked me about my fox and my rabbit. Well, I know the fox is 200 and 600. I've got to calculate a percentage, so I've got to be dividing two numbers together. And if you can't remember which way round it is, just give it trial and error. So let's say you think, right, I know I've got to do division somewhere, I can't remember which way round it is, so just try it out. So let's do 600 divided by 200. That's going to get you 3, isn't it? Now we're working with percentages, so we must times by 100. And that will equal you 300%. So I know that is wrong. That can't be right. And those people who know how to calculate percentages know it's not right, because the biggest number always goes on the bottom. So the fox gets 200 joules. There was 600 up for grabs. Only got 200 though. So you do that sum, which is a third, 0.3. Times that by 100. That will equal you 30%. Okay? 30%. So 30% of the energy goes in to the fox from the rabbit. Now, also may ask you about intensive farming. Intensive farming. Why do farmers keep little chickens? So I'll try and draw a chicken. Yes, let's. Oh, it's bad. It's going bad, people. Let's make him an unhappy chicken. Sad. Why do farmers keep chickens in very tight cages under lights? It's because if they can reduce how this energy is lost in the chicken, that means the chicken will get fatter quicker and more money in the farmer's pocket. So the answer to that is, why do they keep them in chickens? So you're not allowing movements, and you're also decreasing energy loss through heat. And there are two reasons why it does that. You can't do much about waste. It will go to the bathroom, won't go to the bathroom. It will poo, basically. This doesn't apply. So it's these two, movements and heat. That's why this happens. Not very nice, I agree, but that's why it happens. Thank you for listening to the podcast on energy transfers.